In your article, you talk about all of this requiring a certain kind of environment to be done successfully.
Sure.
What kind of environment works and what kind of environment doesn't?
Right, right. I love theory, but I also think practicality matters. And so again, I sat back and reflected on what I thought were healthy families and families I saw struggling. And what I found, and from all the literature that I read on it, the families that really seem to work together in a pretty good way. And I think we have to be realistic about what our goals are. We're not looking for a well-oiled machine. We're looking for people who have complicated lives that they need to work together on. So what do I think works well? Open communication, transparency. This means that if you are intending to make certain decisions, for example, in your will, make certain decisions on your philanthropy, that you've communicated that to your family. I find that if somebody comes to me and they want to hire me and they say, this is great, I've got all these trusts and don't you dare tell anybody about it. I find that I'm not really the right person for them because their goal might be to help their family, but the way they're going about it is not necessarily going to get them there. So they have to be willing to open up their communication with the family. They have to be willing to have some transparency. I'd also say that the balance between the individual needs and the group needs is really important, and that basically comes from family systems theory, which looks at the family as an ecosystem, so that what affects one person affects another, and you have to have sort of almost a balance or a stasis among them. So one example that I've used with families that is quite productive, and they have to be interested in this, is if you are giving a certain sum together, and it could be any amount, you take part of that pool and everybody agrees on something for that. And you focus on the mission, not on each person's, pet interests or personalities, frankly, and you do something in common with that. And then you take small portions and you divide it up among people so they have some autonomy. If you tie them too tightly together, they're just going to want to get out.
Well, thank you. This has been extremely helpful. Yeah. Thank you.
Good.
So much experience in so few words.
Well,
Thank you.
Good.